Fang Yuan! Quietly hand over the Spring Autumn Cicada, and I'll give you a quick death! Old bastard Fang, stop resisting! All major factions of justice are here to destroy your devil lair!
His gaze was limpid, his eyes like deep pools. So deep there seemed to be no end.
Fang Yuan, you damn demon! This place is covered in inescapable gnats!
You killed my entire family. Executed my 9 generations. I hated you with a burning passion.
For 6 hours, this tense moment went on. They did not move. Everyone was wary of Fang Yuan's final attack. Due to the massive loss of blood, his face had become deathly pale. In the afterglow of the sunset, it suddenly had a brilliant luster upon it.
The sun sets above the blue mountain, the autumn moon with the wind of spring. The morning is fine like hair, and night is like snow. Whether you succeed or fail, when you look back, there's nothing left.
As he said this, memories of his previous life on Earth emerged before his eyes. He was originally a Chinese scholar on Earth who chanced upon this world. He endured a hard life for 300 years and went through another 200 years. Over 500 years of his life flew by in the blink of an eye.
To be a demon is to be merciless and cruel, still having to face the consequences. If the Spring Autumn Cicada that I have just cultivated is effective, I shall still be a demon in my next life.
I failed in the end. Fang Yuan sighed in his heart emotionally, yet there were no regrets. This end result was something he had foreseen. With this thought, Fang Yuan couldn't help but let out a laugh.
Be careful, everyone. The demon is going to attack. Hurry up and surrender the Spring Autumn Cicada.
The spring rain quietly rained down on Qingmao Mountain. Yet Qingmao Mountain was not covered in darkness. From the side down to the foot of the mountain, dozens of tiny lights shone like a bright band. Situated on the mountain was Gu Yue village. In the middle was a magnificent pavilion. A grand ceremony was being held, and the lights were even brighter than ever, radiating with glory. The head of the Gu Yue clan, kneeling. His body was straight with his hands held together, eyes tightly shut as he prayed sincerely. He was facing a tall black case. There were 3 layers on the case, all housing memorial tablets of ancestors. On both sides of the tablets was copper incense, the smoke rising. After the prayers, the Gu Yue clan head bent his waist with his 2 hands pressing against the floor and kowtowed. Behind him, the elders and important clan members solemnly and quietly followed suit. As his forehead struck the brownish-yellow floor, light thuds could be heard. With this, the hall was filled with light thuds as the heads knocked against the floor. When the ceremony was over, the crowd of people slowly got up from the ground and silently walked out of the sacred temple. In the hallway, sighs of relief were heard from the crowd of elders, and the atmosphere loosened up. The noise of discussion slowly rose.
Tomorrow is the beginning of the annual grand ceremony. I wonder what new blood will show up this year.
I hope that some highly talented youths will appear.
It was unclear who had brought up the name Bai Ning Bing, but the faces of the elders started to show worry. The boy's qualifications were splendid. In just a short period of 2 years' worth of training, he had already reached the level of a level 3 Gu master.
He puts so much pressure on the older generation. In time, he will become the pillar of the Bai clan. No one doubts it.
But for this year's youths, not all hope is lost.
You're right. Fang Zi's side has appeared a young genius. Able to talk after 3 months, walk after 4, reciting poetry at 5.
What a pity that his parents died early. His poems, Jiang Jinju, Yang Mei, what a genius.
He knew at once that the elders were discussing about the youth known as Gu Yue Fang Yuan at that moment.
Everyone, it's late. All of you should rest well tonight for tomorrow's opening ceremony.
At his words, the elders looked startled. They looked at each other with a hint of caution in their eyes. The clan head's words meant well, but everyone knew what he was aiming to convey.
However, I'm going to go ahead and say what needs to be said first. When you compete, do it fair and square.
The clan elders slowly dispersed with deep thoughts.
We wouldn't dare. We'll keep it in mind.
This was the 3rd floor of the garret. The clan head looked out of the window. He could see half of the entire Gu Yue village. Even if it was late in the night, most of the homes in the village still had lights on. A kind of excited yet tense atmosphere had enveloped the hearts of the people.
This is the hope for the clan's future.
At the very same moment, a pair of clear eyes quietly looked at the same lights sparkling in the night, full of complex feelings inside.
Gu Yue village. This is 500 years ago. Looks like the Spring Autumn Cicada really worked.
Fang Yuan stretched out his hand, his sight fixated on his own young and soft, pale palms. Then slowly clenched them, embracing the truth of this reality with all his might. He said with a sigh,
500 years of experience. It really feels like a dream.
But he knew it clearly.
This is definitely not a dream.